Well, good evening, everybody. Wolf here again. Back up in my uncle's basement. Gonna get started on that trailer frame project. Today's agenda will be to remove the rear bumper and possibly, time permitting, relocate the trailer jack. But first, let's get onto the bumper. So here we have the trailer frame sitting in my uncle's garage. This was originally a pop-up camper. It had this bumper here, so if somebody were to hit the back of it, they'd hit the bumper and not the much more delicate body of the camper. So we're going to be working on removing that bumper. This way here, when I set it up, the floor will end right back here. And I should have a nice little trailer set up. So let's start on this process. Before I remove the bumper, I want to put these trailer jacks down. Leveling jacks, I should say. Give a little extra support while I'm working on it. I'm going to go raise the trailer jack back up. Also sliding this box into here. Hold this one as I cut it off. Now I'm suspecting this next part's going to be rather noisy. So I don't know how the microphone's going to handle it. It may actually overmodulate, but we'll see what happens. We're going to use the Sawzall, and hopefully it's long enough. Yeah, just long enough. Okay, so we're going to just try to cut this bumper right off the back of the trailer. Let's see what happens. This ought to be fun. Let's go. It's cutting. Slowly, but it's cutting. Ta-da! Alright, we're going to do the same thing to the other side now. We've got that side off, so we're going to cut this side off next. Alright, let's make some noise. Ta-da! You have the bumper. All removed. This is what I accomplished. As you can see, nice flat back now. You do have to try to grind these parts down a little bit. I'm not sure what these are for. They're not really in the way, so I'm just going to leave them. That. This one down here. That does change the trailer. Should be good. The next part to work on is the front of the trailer. I want to take this trailer jack off, move it to one of these side pieces here. And you can remove that middle piece that wasn't originally part of it. It's a lot more rusted than the rest of the trailer is. And poorly welded on there. I also have a toolbox I'd like to set up in this area. But right now that jack will get in the way. The trailer is actually designed for a bolt-through jack, right jack here. Well, you can see it in this light. But it's kind of expensive right now. I had a lot more money onto this project than is already on it here, so I'm probably going to just use the jack that's on there for now. But it's coming along. So after removing all the power cords that were sitting all over the trailer tongue here, I noticed that this has got a couple of spot welds on either side. It's not going to be as easy a task as I thought it would be just to remove the bolts and relocate that. Figures. Nothing can be easy, can it? Alright. We'll have to figure out what to do about that part, but we'll work on some other parts of this trailer project before I worry about that one then. First, we're going to check out that front trailer jack. I got another idea for that. Dealing with those weld spots and that. I'm also going to put the front of the trailer on a couple jack stands. And then finally we're going to work on some of the sanding that needs to be done. Removing some more of the rust, getting it ready for the paint. So let's get started. I mean, I thought the trailer jacks that fit into this opening were kind of expensive. It turns out I can get one for about 30 bucks. So why not? Let's have the right one mounted on here again. I'll have to do some work to clear these rusted bolt holes out and stuff, and I got to remove this. That's going to be a challenge. Luckily, it's not a very good welding job, so it shouldn't be too difficult to break that free. So I brought along these two jack stands. I'm going to put the front end of the trailer up on these so I can take it off the trailer jack and work around that area too. So that's the next task. Yeah. Alright, the next phase of this project here that I'm doing tonight is going to be just to remove some of the excess rust. I did most of the rust removal earlier using an angle grinder and a larger brush on it, but there's some areas where the angle grinder just couldn't fit into, so tonight something a little bit smaller. And this one's going to make a bit more noise than some of the other stuff. Kind of like the amount of noise I made when I cut the bumper off the back. So, see what it does, shall we? Fun. It's not too noisy. I'm going to have to bring the air compressor up and blow the rest of the stuff out at some point before we're done. So I want to thank everybody for watching, and if you're enjoying this stuff, remember to subscribe. I'd love to hear some comments, suggestions, things like that. If anybody has any ideas and quicker ways to get this done, quicker, cheaper, better ways, leave them in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you for watching and have a good night. Perfect.